evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to Bug Hunt. Here's a message from our sponsor, Samster.
You're late.
I am. Thank you for the 60-month subscription, though, Sam. Most grateful to you. Yeah, I am a bit late, aren't I? Out of my hands, unfortunately. I did announce it in the Discord and at the top of the Twitch chat. So this is not news to me, Sam, that I'm late. Given that it's 9:45 on a Thursday night and not just after 8 o'clock. Yes, I am late. But I appreciate the subscription. So, yeah, I had to work late. Normally I finish work at 5:30 and then my Thursday routine... Hello, get down. Get down, please. My Thursday routine is I go for a run and then I walk the dog to cool off afterwards. I then have dinner and I have a shower while dinner's in the oven and then I come and stream. Tonight, I went for a run at 5:30 and then I got called back to work. Well, I knew I was being called back to work because we've got a show in the studio that needed a little bit of attention. It's one of those things you can't really ignore. So I had to go do some tweaks and I didn't finish until about 5 to 8. But I've been for a run and I hadn't showered, so I need to shower and eat and walk the dog. So apologies for being late. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all keeping well. Who have we got here tonight? Good evening to BC and SJ, Lupine and Ash and Shapes and Fets. Good evening, ABB, JR and Solomon Dudley. Hello to Pyro Pygmy and hello to the birthday boy Lewis T1. Welcome to you and many happy returns of the day. Hello for the final time to Pretzel Rocks because I've now added you to the Ignore All Interactions list. Good evening, Stilgar and Nando, Toot and myself because I've now taken myself off the Ignore All Interactions list. Hello to Kirstuken and Clive and Jogging and Silent Marine and CJ and G. Isons and anyone else who is lurking, loitering and lingering in the chat. You're most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining. We have got a triple bill of fun tonight, starting with Red Herrings as written by Quizzle. Really good stuff in here, and many thanks to Colo who has proofed this one. We then got a bit of Hacker by Samster, proofed by me as a bit of a mid-time game, and then coming up towards the end of the night we have got Data Leak written by Shapes and proofed by Topper. Thank you very much to all of our writers and our members of the proofing team for this evening's efforts ahead of the stream. Yes, the late game night, late night game night. I kind of like it. So tonight is very exciting because I'm using the new operator software again for Red Herrings. As you saw some bugs in the titles, could someone possibly note those down in the suggestions channel? Because I suspect when I've played it before I've had an auto-sizing mesh on and now I don't have an auto-sizing mesh on. Or it is auto-sizing, but it's doing something right. I need to fix it, basically. So it's probably a fixed size, actually. And it should be auto-sizing. So yes, I will fix that for next time. Had a bit of a coding binge. Late one last night, getting it all hooked into to allow data leak, which is more complicated than I thought because it's got picture ingest as well as remote picture ingest as well as remote question ingest. Which get down, okay, that's enough. Which was more complicated than I thought it was going to be. It's going to open a window because it's a wee bit bland. Or I'm a wee bit bland. Come here, window. So yeah. Slightly flying by the seat of its pants tonight. Red Herrings was done sometime last week, so even though it's the first time in the software, I feel fairly confident with it. Though, of course, this is going to have another change to the question model at some point, probably. But yeah, fingers crossed everything runs as expected. Hello, Shadowmane! Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. No plan survives contact with reality. This is true. I've added some filter buttons so I can make things appear or not appear. A Ben arrives precisely when he needs to. And a Ben is neither early nor is he late. He arrives precisely when he needs to. So a couple of good Lord of the Rings style raid messages there. At some point I will show you the rest of this operator software. Oh, blank refreshed. There's another bug. I'm going to note some bugs down. Titles in RH meshes are wonky. And white space refreshed in Red Herrings. Right, we're already late. Refresh your blanks, indeed. We're already late, so we should get on with this game, I think. Anytime entry is available. ZBTX is the code, and you can join with the Universal Controller. So I've now got a button for. More buttons coming and more features coming to this software in the fullness of time. Can I hold for a minute? 1 minute, TVP. Literally one. That's all we got. Anyway, hope you're all well. I'm good. I'm glad Genius Game have changed their schedule. Because otherwise I may have struggled to run the stream late. Everyone sort of flocking out to go and watch Genius Game, which I'm still not caught up on. Your call is very important to us. It is indeed. Welcome on in, TVP as well. Yeah, come join the game as soon as you can. There we go, good stuff. Vote of no confidence from ITV. What is? What, Genius Game is a vote of no confidence? Oh, changing the scheduling. Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know how they decide these things. It's above my pay grade, so it is. Shall we do some quiz? It's Red Herrings. It's been written by Quizzle, and it's a lot of fun. So let's get on with the game and go to round number 1. Round 1 is scary. Yes, it is. And a message from our sponsor, We Like Shapes, before we get into that.
Habemus Quizam.
You managed Habemus, but you struggled with Quizm, TTS. Okay. Thank you for the 53-month subscription there, Shapes. Most grateful. And Samster, welcome to the game. Hope you are keeping well, my dude. Round 1 is scary. Answer the 12 questions using the options available. 1 point for each correct answer, minus 1 point for each incorrect answer. You don't have to play. Abstention is safe. If you don't know, you might not want to guess. Bonus questions may appear, which are worth 3 points if correct, but cost 3 points if incorrect. An extra bonus of 2 points is awarded for a perfect round. Answers will not be used more than once, and there are 4 red herrings hidden on the grid which will never be correct. Okay, simple as that. Multiple choice game. Welcome on into the game. Ampersamples. Welcome on in and welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. First time chatter as well. Welcome. Welcome. Aha! JL's bringing friends. You brought some friends to come and play tonight, JL. Well, you're most welcome here, Ampersamples. Welcome on in and enjoy the game. Those are the rules, fairly straightforward. If you don't know and you don't want to risk those points, you don't have to play. So, without any further ado, let's load in our first board. Ghost, spook, demon, devil, vampire, skeleton, zombie, monster, mummy, banshee, spirit, phantom, spectre, witch, werewolf, and troll. If you suffer from a nervous disposition, please look away now, as 16 terrifying beasts will be unleashed on the screen, 12 of which are the answers to some clues. It is entirely coincidental that we are both here. I'm sure it is. Okay, so those are the answers. 12 of them are correct. 4 of them are wrong. You've got to match them up with the clue. 12 questions in this round, 1 at a time. Good luck, have fun. Here's question number 1. Starting with this. Cocktail with ingredients including 3 types of rum, lime juice, and grenadine. Quite a few players having a go at that one. That's a zombie. Can't say I've had one of those before. I'm not really much of a rum drinker. Question 2. The final film in which Judi Dench plays a character known as M. And spoiler alert for you, it is Spectre. Although Judi Dench's M died in Skyfall, she was replaced by Ralph Fiennes. She makes a posthumous appearance on video in Spectre. Question 3. Colorado mountain range that forms a part of the Rocky Mountain National Park. Anybody? A couple of people having a go. And that's time. The answer is Mummy. Mummy. Didn't know that. Time for a bonus question now. Let's take a look at this question number 4. A bonus question. 3 points if you're right, minus 3 if you're wrong. Olympic event won by Germany's Christopher Groffier and Hannah Nice in 2022. That's a skeleton. So it is. Very well done if you got that one. Quite a few of us there picking up some lovely bonus points. Next question. Blank May Cry. Hideki Kaimaya video game franchise that has spawned anime, book, and TV spin-offs. That is Devil. Devil is the answer to that one. Here's another bonus question. My operator appears to have just stopped doing stuff, so it's Could be interesting how this progresses from here, but let's go on for now. 1995 Booker-winning novel by Pat Barker, The Blank Road. That one is Ghost, The Ghost Road. Trickier one there, well done if you got it. On to another. It can precede squid, moth, and bat in the names of animals. That is vampire, vampire squid, vampire moth, and vampire bat. Here's another. A twin to Opportunity, NASA rover that was active on Mars between 2004 and 2010. Spirit is the answer that we wanted there. And another. Another name for the social deduction game Mafia. Manic Volcanic, welcome to the stream. That's Werewolf. And Chris with the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to Red Herrings. On we go. And Alley Cat, who is a member of Top Cat's gang. Welcome on in, Chris. How was your stream? Hope you're doing well. Can I do a shout out for you from here? I can. Go give him a follow. Welcome on in. Nice to have you here. What was the answer there? I missed it. I was doing a raid. Oh, we go. It appears in the name of the drinks company that was founded as Hanson's in 1935. Oh, Spook was the member of Top Cat's gang. And that one is Monster. Monster. Renamed in 2012 to Monster Beverage. Its well-known products include energy drinks, Monster Relentless, Rain and Burn. Next question. A member of Swissu's backing group on hits like Hong Kong Garden. Banshee is what we wanted there. Susie Sue, really? Well, I wouldn't have guessed that. And the red herrings are Demon, Phantom, Witch, and Troll. That is the end of the round. Anyone get a perfect score? No, alas not. Bad luck, but some lovely points going out, and everyone in positive figures, which is very encouraging to see. Okay, so here is the latest scoop. I think I have become disconnected from the host. Which is slightly irritating, because it means I no longer have any buttons and I no longer have any logs being raised. But the app hasn't crashed or anything. And neither has graphics, so that's all good. Welcome. Hello, hope you have a good one. I'll place my videos here in front of the TV to watch the game. Good plan, Chris. Thank you very much for the raid, and I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so my operator has stopped working, but Twitch is still working. It's still pulling the chat in, and I can still do shout-outs, and it's still logging new chatters, like Chris there, and it will still log raid messages as well. So I'm guessing the Twitch lib part is still fine, the app itself is fine, but it's just disconnected. So I need reconnect to host button, or automated reconnection. Automated reconnection. Probably that one. It's not the end of the world, because I can still control the game just through the graphics. It just means I'm not going to get questions debugged in advance, and it's not going to log anything. Hopefully we'll all figure that out, and hopefully I left the F1 command on here. Otherwise we are just going to be stuck on end of round one. I would need to restart things, which would be a tremendous shame, because I haven't put a player editor in yet, and we're already running late. So let's just see if we can keep going as we are and move on to round number 2. Hey. We've had scary, now it's time for baby. Answer the 12 questions using the options available. Answer faster to earn more points. Answering incorrectly freezes you out of the following question. Bonus questions may appear, which are worth a flat rate of 5 points, and an extra bonus points of 3 points is awarded if you can manage a perfect round. Again, answers not used more than once. 4 red herrings in the grid, and they will never be correct. I didn't go through the scores. Toots at the top with 15, Nando and Sam in second with 14, Clive and Shapes in third with 13. Could turn out to be a spicy game. It certainly could. Well, we've been scary and now it's time for baby. So let's take a look at some of our baby options, which are as follows. Jane, driver, face, bear, shampoo, lasagna, Einstein, roof, boy, love, shark, daddy, oil, dock, boomer, and reindeer. When the word baby is put before 12 of these words, they will provide the answers to some clues. Okay, so all you've got to do is append the word baby in front of the words in the grid and then find out which clue it matches with. So I'm going to have to be a bit more on it looking at my notes here, but there are backups in place for when these things happen. Right, I hope you're ready. Good luck, have fun. Here's question number 1. 2017 Edgar Wright film starring Ansel Elgort. Good stuff, ampersand. Samples, sorry. Game time. Let's get the game on. Driver, that's Baby Driver, is that Edgar Wright film. It's basically a sort of musical-y sort of thing. Orange if you're frozen out, and bad luck because this is a bonus question. Take a look. Yeah, this is the freezing round, JL. Bad luck. Here's your next one. Nickname of criminal Lester Gillis, better known as George Nelson. That would be Babyface. Babyface Nelson famously helped John Dillinger escape from prison and became public enemy number 1 of the FBI. On we go. Silver Electron Marcini locked out. Stage name of 2024 Eurovision runner-up Marko Purisic. Lasagna, Baby Lasagna is the answer to that. With the song Rin Tin Tagidin, he led Croatia to second place behind Switzerland's Nemo with The Code. And with that, it is time for another bonus. Johnson's product, which uses the No More Tears formula. 5 rate flat, if you can tell me this. Would be the company falling into a trap there. That's Baby Shampoo, not Baby anything else that might also be made by Johnson's. Bad luck if you're frozen out. Here's your next question. Dan Berenson's sitcom that aired on ABC between 2012 and 2017. Well done, Toucan. Bad luck, Claire. Well done, still got a couple of people getting it now. That's Baby Daddy. Mummy was an answer in round 1, so it's only fair Daddy's an answer in round 2, right? And another bonus question. Bad luck, Claire. You're frozen out of this one, but everyone else 5 points if you can give me a right answer here. Let's take a look. 1964 UK and US number 1 hit for the Supremes. Baby Love is the answer to that one, which is an interesting choice of song name. NPE and Marcini are frozen out. Here's another question. Song that features in the most watched YouTube video of all time. Believe it or not, it is still Baby Shark. And my notes here just say do. Baby Shark. Do. On we go. Nickname of Haitian dictator Jean-Claude Duvalier. Sorry, Silent Marine, it's right back in there now. Haha. Haitian dictator Jean-Claude Duvalier was better known as Baby Doc. He succeeded his father Francois Duvalier, imaginatively nicknamed Papa Doc. On we go. Range of toddler toys created by Julie Aina Clark. Aina Clark? Julie Aina Clark. That would be Baby Einstein. Baby Einstein. Very well done if you managed to get that one. Any more bonuses? Not just yet. Orange if you're frozen out. Here's another question. A person born between 1946 and 1964. My parents both fall firmly into this category. 1960 and 1963 respectively. It is annoying when you get a question like that. Those would be the baby boomers. The baby boomers. Yes, indeed. Okay, boomer. Indeed so. Nickname of Donnie Dunn in an award-winning Netflix miniseries is next. And who's that just joined the game? Vertigo, welcome on into the game. Nice to have you here. Baby Reindeer. Baby Reindeer. That was the show. It was very good. If you haven't seen it, it's worth watching. Next question. US chocolate bar with a filling of peanuts, caramel, and nougat, and not a baseball legend. So that's one I've never heard of, actually. That's a Baby Ruth, not to be confused with baseball legend Babe Ruth. And time for the red herrings. Jane, Bear, Boy, and Oil. Baby oil was a wrong answer there. Any bonuses? No perfect scores there, neither. But yes, baby oil is not No More Tears. You put that in your eyes, that will sting. But the baby shampoo from the Johnson & Johnson team, yes, is marketed with the No More Tears slogan. The end of the round, Clive has the lead with 49. Toot having to slip into second place with 48. And that's just joined the game? Proogs, welcome on in. Proogs, woo, I did a little voice crack. How exciting. Welcome to the game, Proogs, and Vertigo and Woollyback as well. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you all here. And Proogs as well. So, yes, Clive has the lead with 49, just a point ahead of Toot in second with 48, who is just a point ahead of Ralph in third with 47, 45, 44, and 40 for Shapes, Nando, and Sam, who are not a million miles behind. So still all to play for with 2 rounds to go. How are you enjoying the pack? I've been enjoying it very much so far. Very well pitched pack. From Quizzle, so it's lovely to see, and welcome to our latecomers as well. Yes, I'm having a slight issue with my operator, which is still stuck on Olympic event won by Germany's Christopher Grothier and Hannah Nice in 2022. The answer has been skeleton for some time, according to this, but the app is still alive. I think it's just lost connectivity, but it's fine because Red Herrings is virtually self-running, and I left the shortcut hotkey on the graphics build so I can just press F1 to make it keep going, and hopefully all will be well. And I'll just check the git at the end to make sure all of the pennies and medals get added on. You don't care about any of this now. You just want a quiz, don't you? Of course you do. Of course you do. That's why we're here. Well, we've had Scary, we've had Baby, and now it's time for the third one, which is Bosh. The answer has been skeleton for some time. What I'm going to suggest, actually, after the game, by the way, I'm going to kill the operator and relaunch it so that hopefully I can use it for data leak. Because, yeah, that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So you'll all get new opportunities to send the raid message, but unfortunately it won't persist the existing one. So any raid messages you've suggested already, I'll let you know when the operator is relive. You'll be able to send them in again, but there's a couple more coming in at the moment, so keep them in the back of your mind and get ready, and remember to submit them again a bit later on. Now the next round is Posh. Raised message suggestion into the... Yeah, you can use them all up now because you're going to get 3 new ones when I relaunch the build. So you've got to answer the 9 questions using the options available, earn more points for each consecutive correct answer. So there's a little streak bonus in this. But you get one wrong and it breaks your streak. You start building up again from 1. If you abstain, it preserves your streak, but obviously you don't get points. So you can go 1 and then 2 and then 3. If you then abstain and get the one after right, you'd get 4 for that. So you continue your streak with a gap in the middle, but get it wrong and you break your streak. So again, abstention always a valid strategy. No bonus questions this round, but I will give you 5 points if you can answer 9 out of 9 correctly. As ever, answers are not going to be used more than once, and there are 3 red herrings hidden in the grid, which will never be correct. What does this... This is still logging. They're still logging for now. The answer has been skeleton for some time now. Yeah, Lewis and Lupine getting the same raid message suggested within seconds of each other. Oh dear me. This is still logging for now. That's very ominous. So yeah, I'm highlighting them because I'm trying to get into good habits of using the software when it works, which is always nice. Okay, so Posh is our next category. Let's take a look at the options. Duke, Lady, Count, King, Baron, Viscount, Duchess, Baronet, Earl, Queen, Princess, and Lord. 9 of the following aristocratic titles are answers to the clues. Okay, so all you've got to do is find which royal or posh name or aristocratic name matches with the clues that you're given. Simple as that. 9 questions in this round, 12 options to choose from. Good luck, have fun. Here's question number 1. Starting with this. Velasquez, Van Dyck, and Klimt all painted one with a fan. That would be Lady with a fan. Ben, tell us your hot popper takes. I will not. Next question. White Cat, voiced by Eva Gabor in the Aristocats. I thought this was Lady. Oh, that's Lady and the Tramp I'm thinking of. The last one was Lady, so this one can't be Lady. Purple if you're on a streak. Oh, I do know this one. Yeah, this is Duchess, isn't it? Yeah, Duchess. And her brothers Toulouse and Omelette du Fromage. Next question. Borough of North London when its middle letter is removed. Yeah, Duchess, Toulouse and Le Table. How much would you pay to ride in the Pope a bit? Oh yeah, we got a new Pope. That's a thing that happened. Baronet is the correct answer. Baronet. It's in the middle letter. Barnet. Take out the O. You've got Baronet. Or Barnet. Next question. Surname of Luke, Bo, Daisy and Jesse in a US TV series 1979 to 1985. Yeah, new Pope. Who dis? Pope Leo the what? The 14th? 13th was it? First American Pope, born in Chicago, spent a lot of time in Peru. Duke is the answer. Duke, as in the Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard. 14th. Next question. Along with a colour, it forms the nickname of World War I fighter pilot Manfred von Richthofen, who was probably German. That's the Red Baron. Red Baron is the answer there. Most of us getting that one right. Not everyone purple if you're on a streak. Tough questions, yeah. High standards here. Next one. Word in the stage name of rapper and actress Dana Elaine Owens. Dana Elaine Owens. That would be Queen. That's Queen Latifah is who that is. Queen Latifah, her real name, Dana Elaine Owens. Here's another. Title of Binface, the political candidate who stood against Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak in UK elections. At Count Binface, a satirical candidate created by comedian Jonathan David Harvey. Count Binface has also run twice for London Mayor, not to be confused with Lord Buckethead. Next one, Swedish company that created mobile game Candy Crush Saga. Can't stop with a count. And the correct answer there is King. King Software. A Candy Crush Saga, apparently. One more question. The traditional gift for a 30th wedding anniversary, missing its first letter. You word this one out. A bit of wordplay here. That would be the Earl, missing a P, which would make it, of course, Pearl, the 30th wedding anniversary gift. And the red herrings there, Viscount, Princess, and Lord, as in Lord Buckethead, but not a question this time around. Any bonuses to give out? Yes, a couple, Toot and Claire. Acing that round with 9 out of 9, getting themselves a bonus 5 point. Toot extends his lead at the top and now on 98. Clive in second with 85. Claire gets bumped up to tie in third with Ralph, both of them with 83. Shapes just behind on 81. Then a little bit of a gap coming down to Ben on 73. But of course, this final round is where it could make all the difference because there's potentially 50 points up for grabs here, which means it is still very much anyone's game. Well, anyone above Goose. Or Goose and above can technically still win. Shall we see what it's all about? We've had Scary, we've had Baby, we've had Posh, and to wrap things up, Vertigo, welcome to the stream. It's a sporty finish round, a nice sporty finish. Though there was also a little nod in this question to the shapes. We're not there yet. There is a little nod for the Spice Girls completionists among you. No Ginger Asia. I like that. That's a word that works really well. There is no Ginger Asia. Although now I've said it out loud like that, it makes it Ginger Asia. Like Ginger Asia. What would that be? Claire, not a cat, welcome to the screen. The stream. Ginger Asia is now being submitted as a hang on to it. These raid messages are going to get cleared when I relaunch the software, so you need to submit them again. I'll try and remember who submitted them first. My arch enemy, Sport Ball from Stilgar, Ginger Asia from AB Me first, followed by Vertigo, and no Ginger Asia in this stream from BC as well. Keep hold of them, and I'll let you know once I've done it. You can resubmit those raid messages. That's a crit test puzzle that needs rewrite. Yeah, it is indeed. So this is a sporty round. Find the 6 correct answers that fit the criteria. Get one wrong, you'll be told how many you got right, and you'll be frozen out for 5 seconds. So it's a bit like the Wipeout finale. Deselect before you reselect, and all the rest of it. First to find all 6 will win 50 points. Subsequent correct submissions will win 5 points fewer than the previous player. Answers are gradually going to be removed as gameplay progresses, and will continue until 10 players have found all 6 answers or 90 seconds have expired. The 10th player to find all 6 will get 5 points, and then whoever's got the most points at the end will be the winner. So I promised you there wasn't going to be any Ginger Asia here. I can say Ginger Asia. But let's take a look at the sporty final board. Punjab Kings, cricket. Manchester Thunder, netball. Collingwood, Australian rules football. Netherlands, handball. Middlesbrough, soccer. Munster Rugby, rugby union. Mercedes, Formula 1. Leeds Rhinos, rugby league. South Korea, field hockey. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, American football. Canada, volleyball. Ravenclaw, Quidditch. Toronto Maple Leafs, ice hockey. New York Yankees, baseball. San Antonio Spurs, basketball. And Notre Dame Fighting Irish, college sports. So, you have got 90 seconds on the clock to tell me which 6 of these are sports teams who predominantly wear red tops when playing at home. Ralph! Did you know where it was going for the Spice Girls completionist? Were you expecting something red to turn up? Ralph! That is unbelievable. Barely 3 seconds. I can't tell you who's got what now. You're expecting orange, but pretty close. Pretty close. We're going to start removing some of these answers to make it a bit easier. It's not the Notre Dame Fighting Irish for college sports. Principally, they wear blue and gold. Nor is it Collingwood from Aussie Rules. Collingwood, nicknamed the Magpies, their home shirt is black and white. There's another solve. It's Clyde picking up 45 points, jumps into the lead. A third solve going to Ben. Well done picking up 40 points. Toronto Maple Leafs is also wrong. You'd think they'd have red, but their home jerseys are blue and white. Solomon Dudley getting a solve now, and AB Me as well. Ravenclaw do not wear red in Quidditch. Running out of unique sports at this point. Blue and bronze are their home colours. Another solve comes in from Proogs there. 20 seconds to go. It's not Manchester Thunder. They are more famous for wearing yellow as their home colour. Silver Electron getting a solve. Last few seconds. Giants is getting there now as well. And that's 10. Nando, the 10th person to solve with 10 seconds left. And those are your red herrings. It was over there stacked on the left-hand side. Punjab Kings in cricket. Middlesbrough in soccer. Munster Rugby in rugby union. South Korea in field hockey. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in American football. And Canada in volleyball. All wear red. Just go through the red herrings. A couple I already mentioned. Collingwood, Aussie Rules. They're the Magpies. They wear black and white. San Antonio Spurs, basketball team, they're silver, black and white. New York Yankees, they're a baseball team, they wear midnight navy blue and white. Toronto Maple Leafs, the ice hockey team, again you'd have thought they'd wear red, but they're blue and white. Leeds Rhinos in rugby league, they're blue and yellow. The Netherlands in handball, their home shirts, unsurprisingly, are orange. The Ravenclaw Quidditch team, Quiz was saying here, is running out of unique sports at this point, but they're blue and bronze are their home colours. Gryffindor playing red and gold. Manchester Thunder, netball, they're yellow. Mercedes, Formula 1, I thought they were red, but I'm probably mixing them up with Ferrari. They're predominantly black for Mercedes. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish college sports teams are blue and gold. Those were your red herrings. And my goodness me, what an exciting finale it's been, because at the end of all that, Ben, who I think managed to pull 40 points out of that round, finishes on 113 and takes the bronze. Clive, who was chasing the top for a lot of that, just managing to miss out on the gold, but takes the silver with 130. I think second or third player to solve there, Clive, picking up a total of 130 points from the silver medal. But no small part thanks to his obscenely fast solve. I think it's probably the fastest solve I've ever seen in the finale of this game, netting a well-deserved 50 points and, as a result, the top spot with 133 and the gold medal. Your champion of Red Herrings tonight is Ralph! That's some great anticipation from Ralph there. I think I gave you a little clue by saying there wasn't Ginger Asia going on. So that maybe clued Ralph into where he's going. And I know Ralph is generally very, very strong when it comes to sports teams. And I know Premier League, Ralph has done something like this on a Premier League before and answered within about 6 seconds. But super effort there, Ralph. Very many congratulations. And Quizzle. What a wonderful pack. Really, really good fun there. Enjoyed that very much indeed. So thank you for your efforts. And Cola as well. Thank you very much for proofing it. And I'm glad I managed to keep calm and carry on despite the operator just shitting itself and dying. Yeah, that might be a patch I put in tonight. Reconnection button or try and auto reconnect. But it's a difficult thing to try and repro. I'll think about it. There's probably a way to try and fake it. Maybe you can't ask Ash Ash, can you just take the server down while I'm testing this just to see if it tries to... No, that probably won't work either. Anyway, lovely stuff from Quizzle there. Really great pack and lots of fun. And I felt I was quite snappy on that. Nice and snappy to get through it because of course we are late night game night tonight, but it's only 20 past 10. We've got a game of Hacker coming up while I go and stretch my legs, get another cider, get the operator relaunched. I'm going to have to do some finagling in OBS as well because this is still running out of the inspector, which is not ideal. But I'm sure it'll be fine. If you want to play in Hacker, it's very important that you whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot because otherwise your answers won't be counted. Don't try and join on the universal controller because it will probably just crash. What I should do is reinvent Hacker. I was going to say I should make Twitch games have a 5-letter room code, but no, what I should do is remake Hacker as a full-length game. That would be an excellent thing to do, which is on the docket for some point, probably next season, because this season is get the operator rolled out. But yeah, Hacker, the full-length experience, extend out the games we've got. Then our warm-up games will be Crossfire, Plinko, and Battlefront, and maybe occasionally Steeplechase. Full length and hosted. That's the plan. I've got a couple of ideas, but yeah, the format is there. It could quite easily be stronger, and it's so easy to write for because half the rounds write themselves. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on. Let's roll some credits. If you're not subscribed, you're going to see some adverts at this point, but then we'll get into Hacker, so you can. It's sort of a bit of a mid-time game. We can all go stretch our legs, get a drink, get some more snacks if you need to. I've got some snacks here tonight, actually. Got some red and purple fruit pastels. They're not blue. That would be slightly alarming. And then when we come back after Hacker, we will be playing Data Leak as written by Shapes. Very excited about sharing it with you, and I hope you'll stick around for it. Thanks again to Quizzle for the pack, and very many congratulations to Ralph, our Red Herrings champion. See you for Hacker in a few minutes, and Data Leak shortly after that. See you in a bit. And here's a bit of funk for those of you who are subbed. Here is a bonus penny. I said here's a bit of funk for those of you who are subbed. Thank you. Here's a bonus 187 pennies for everybody if you'd like to claim them. When this bonus finishes, I will be closing down the operator, and then I'll reload it after Hacker has concluded. So grab your bonus pennies. Don't forget Twitch Whispers if you want to play Hacker. And, evening Puzzle Dan. Welcome, welcome. And Topper, and Tadaru, and Cola, and Flyboy, and Gnarly Quinn. Goodness me, there's a lot of people here all of a sudden. Welcome, welcome. Adverts coming up. Then we've got some Hacker as written by Sam, and then Data Leak by Shape. Still a lot to look forward to on this late night game night, and I do hope you'll join me for it. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Well, it certainly seems that Ralph is on a roll tonight. GG to you. And very many thanks to Samster for providing us with that pack. That was very exciting to watch. You can cash in 10,000 micro pennies for 1,000 pennies. Yes, that's fine. I didn't stop the app in the end. And even if you did, that runs on a slightly different system. Anyway, it's in the Twitch requests, which persists in spite of any of my software failures. David, Matt the Sprat, welcome both of all y'all to the stream. The hat trick is still on. Yes, it is indeed. How's everyone doing? That was a very, very enjoyable game there. Now, just give me a little tiny, just a small tick, because I need to launch the next game and then say in OBS, where were we? Game no cam. Let's get rid of game monitor and let's turn on direct game capture, which will hopefully now capture data leak. Yes, it will. Huzzah. So I will get into that in just a moment, and hopefully this one will work. Again, though, this is just a one button press. The downside of not having the operator for this is that I don't get advanced sight of the questions, and I have to read the notes off the Google Sheet, which will be less fun. But I'd like it to work. That would be very encouraging. Anyway, what is that humming sound? That is my computer, Shapes, powering all of the graphics and all of the pixels that I'm looking at. So if is that loud, it's being picked up, and maybe I need to up my noise gate slightly. But yeah, I've got 2 4Ks and 2 ultra wides on the go, which is also why it's quite warm in here. You've been out of focus. Oh, sometimes the camera does that, David. It's possibly because... Did I stop Hacker? Did I stop Hacker? Yes, I did. Blimey, yeah. It's just running a bit hot at the moment. It's fine. Now, Saturday, I'm not here. But there's a non-zero chance I'll be back. I don't know yet. I'm going up to Sheffield to see my brother for a baby shower and barbecue. So it's a long way to go, but I get a free meal and get to see my family and shit. So unfortunately, I have not scheduled a stream. It starts at 1. We'll probably end up leaving about 4 or 5, and it's a good 5 hours. So it's likely to be 10 o'clock or later when I get back. So unfortunately, no stream from me on Saturday.
What a shame.
I know, right? I am, however, going to be back next Thursday. And let's... Yeah, Uncle Ben for the 4th time. My sister's got 2, my younger brother's got 1, and this is my older brother's 1st. So yes, Uncle Ben for the 4th time. So the novelty's slightly worn off now. Mind you, I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've met them all. But that's what happens when you live in different parts of the country. So no stream Saturday. I'm going to be back next Thursday, the 15th of May. We've got Crossfire, we've got Risky Business, we've got Danger Zone, and those have been written by some writers, respectively. I don't know because it doesn't say that. Let's go to the place where it does say Crossfire by Stimson's Angle, Risky Business by Quizzle, and Danger Zone by Fluffy Bunny. So lots to look forward to. That's going to be next Thursday, the 15th of May, but no stream for me on Saturday. To keep you tied over, our great friend Ash the Bash is going to be here tomorrow. Is it Thursday today? I'm so out of loop with the days at the moment. I think he's going to be here tomorrow. Which is Friday the 9th of May with even more Duel Season 5 action. It's the midpoint. We've had 3 and there's 3 to go after tomorrow. So the midpoint of the season, that's with Ash tomorrow, Friday the 9th, I beg your pardon, of May. Ash also here next Wednesday the 14th of May, again with Duel. And then I'll be back next Thursday. So keep in your diaries and hope to see you all around. 2 to go for the qualifiers. No, but there's 3 more streams been scheduled. I think there might be a semis and then a finals or something. I don't know. But I'm just looking at his schedule. We've had 3 and there's 4 more to go. 1 of which is tomorrow. So, off to the Royal Albert. Yes, because I know you got cancelled before. Well, you didn't get cancelled, David, but the concert got cancelled. Yeah, Uncle Flush. Nice. Uncle Ben, not the rice. Quite. So glad that you're finally getting that. Oh no, that one down your head. You're just going to see her again. Anna Lapwood. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, get in while you can, because obviously she got married quite recently. So jury's out onto how much longer if she decides to go and have kids. That is the conventional route of action, but. She may not want to go off and have kids, but if she does, she may obviously be off the circuit for a while. But I would encourage anyone to go and see her. She's a wonderful player. I've not seen her myself, but I've heard she's sort of the TikTok organist, Anna Lapwood. She's very, very good. JR Improved claiming 1,000 pennies there. Let me cash those in for you all. Yeah, that's about all the continuity I've got to do. So yeah, I hope you find something to do on the Saturday in my absence. I'm sure there are lots of things available. Oh, Shapes wants some pennies as well. All right then, Shapes. We like Shapes. Tick the box. Award 1,000. There we go. So we're going to, speaking of We Like Shapes, we are going to get into Data Leak right about now, which has been written by Shapes and is once again, for the first time, using the new Universal Operator software that I've got. Oh, Puzzle Dan and AB Me also wanting some pennies. Puzzle Dan and AB Me and Award 1,000. There we go. So yes, I'm hoping this has a slightly more successful maiden voyage than Red Herrings did, but like I say, if there is a problem with it, I can just progress the graphics. It just makes things slightly more awkward for me. You probably won't notice any difference unless I actually point it out to you, which I will try not to if it breaks, but hopefully it won't. We don't need test mode, we don't need to skip opening titles, we don't need fast validation. I need to select question data, and it's Shapes 8th of May, send question data to build, and I need to select picture file, Shapes 8th of May, and there are 5 there. Select and send picture file paths to build. Game has been configured, we are ready to go. So hopefully everything just works and I'm a happy Ben at the end of it. And I appreciate you sticking around, because I know it's a little bit later than normal. So thank you for your patience. They work doing work things, and sometimes you've got to chip in the extra hours. But it's all good. Get me good karma, and probably a lie-in when I want one. I'll say I'm gonna be an hour or two late at some point, but not tomorrow, because it's all a bit mad at the moment. And also we're down to sort of 3.5, sort of 3 in the programming department now. One of us has just gone off to, not me, gone off on paternity leave for the last 2 weeks. So the last 2 weeks have been mad. But he's back on Monday. So yeah, but it's all good stuff, isn't it, Mr. Bear? Do you want to see Doggo Cam before we get on going? Come on then. 1, 2, 3 up. Oh yes, it's a doggy before Data Leak. Hello. Oh yes, lovely kisses. Now, were you playing nicely with your friends at the park earlier on, weren't you? I saw all of my friends. I went, oh, where are you going? You're falling down. Up you come. I went to the park to play with my friends. Oh, there he is. What a good puppy. What am I doing up here? Woof, 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 woof. Oh, little tongue. Right. Now, enough stream, doggy. Do you want to go back to your bed, or do you want to go to the floor? Quite warm in here, so you might prefer the floor. It's a bit cooler. Right, down you get then. Good boy. What a good pupper. Yeah, he's a beautiful boy. His name's Dexter, and he's just been debollocked fairly recently. Doggy Leak scandalous. Indeed so. Doggy Leak scandalous. Yeah. He's only Doggo can. It is compulsory when he comes and noses at me. Right, gang, time for some leaky data courtesy of We Like Shapes. Hope you're ready to play. Back on the Universal Controller for this one, not in Twitch chat or Twitch Whispers. Gone off to your bed. Off to bed. Good boy. Yeah, let's have some fun, and let's hope the technology holds up. Time for Data Leak. It's Data Leak! And if you want to play, HTQJ, X and Gale, thank you very much for that raid. A couple of raids we've had tonight. Well, very encouraging, isn't it? More pennies going out to BC 20. Dex, no, get down. BC 2014 claiming 1,000 pennies. Take those off. And Hex, welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. Welcome on in, just in time for Data Leak, if you want to come play. Go on to his basket now. Yeah, a bit of Data Leak. Easy to pick up and play. Nice one to get points. Yeah, come join the lobby. And we'll have a good time. Oh, look at that. We've perfectly filled up the left-hand side. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries, Hex, if you got a raid and run, no drama there, but thank you very much for that raid. I hope you are keeping well. Hex and Gale, by the way, friend of the community. I could give them a little shout out from here, can't I? Hex and Gale. No, they do a lot of pixel arty things, so definitely go and check them out. Give them a little follow. Enjoy the rest of your evening/afternoon, Hex and Gale. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, this has got a banger of a soundtrack, this one. It is a bit Mr. Aladdin, starting, sir, what will your pleasure be? I will take your order, jot it down. You ain't never had a friend like me. Hey, dine in your restaurant, I'm your maitre d'. Come on, whisper what it is you want. You ain't never had a friend like me. Wah, wah, wah. Oh my. Wah, wah, wah. Oh my. Wah, wah, wah. Oh my. Can your friends do this? Can your friends do that? Yeah, before Disney come in and clamp me in irons for singing stuff. Ben sings the hits, that he does. Yeah, I've got to get the piano back in here, which obviously won't happen until I get my grand piano back, and then my office piano can become my permanent office piano. Oh, are you under my feet now? Yeah. No, I can't really do beatboxing. I used to think I could, and then I met someone who actually could beatbox, and I realised I can't beatbox. What's I saying now? Ben sings the hits. Oh, very amusing, Clive. Very amusing. Right, another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll get this game underway. Preview the Music Quiz Live. Yeah, we should get some Mr. Aladdin through that. Well, of course, Music Quiz Live is on the horizon, and it's going to be with Ash the Bash in some form this year, as you've probably seen from the schedule. But yeah, Ash and I are combining forces when we do our Switcheroo week. Music Quiz Live is there. Absolutely no idea how it's going to work yet, but that's future Ben and Ash's problem. Do I have 40 pianos? And you have a piano 40 room? No, I don't. I have 3 pianos. 4 pianos. 1 grand, 1... Have I got an upright anymore? I don't even know anymore. I used to have an upright. I can't remember if I still got it. I think I gave it to someone. I've got a grand and I've got 2 digitals. Exactly one of which is with me at the moment. So, yeah, but that's a good story for another time. Right, I think that's long enough. This is Data Leak. It's been written by We Like Shapes, and there's a lot to like about it. Anytime entry is on, so if you do fancy joining halfway through, once you've seen how the game works, Universal Controller is right there. Let's get cracking, and let's play Data Leak. There's how to play. Solve the puzzles as quickly as you can. Clues revealed every 10 seconds. The fewer clues you need, the more points you win. It's simple as that. Get the answer wrong, you'll be frozen out for 8 seconds, basically long enough for another clue to appear. Some puzzles may require your spelling to be exact. Good luck and have fun. That's all there is to it. It's only round 3 you've got to worry about the exact spelling. But yeah, the 8-second rule is a weird one. So if you answer right at the end of the first clue, it locks you out for most of the following clue. Oh, hello, Ben. Welcome on in. And that's mainly because there was a race case where if you thought you submitted your answer on 5, but it then came in on 4, you were locked out for the whole of 4, which it's just how it was a thing. Oh, mezzo pianos, indeed so. Right, those are the rules. It's dead straightforward. Let's take a look at our first round. It's 5 degrees, and in this round you're going to be presented with a category and 5 longer clues, all describing the same person, place, or object. Okay, the faster you solve it, the more points you win. Okay, that's what I've now got on my screen, which is very handy. So, if you're all ready, fingers on devices. In this first category, we are looking for a famous person for 5 points. The demolition of one of their workplaces was suspended in 2024 following intervention by the local Minister of Culture. For 4 now, an episode of Netflix's The Who Was show featured sketches based on their life and that of near-contemporary Harry Houdini. And for 3, conducted research into the mineral pitch blend that led to the discovery of 2 chemical elements. And for 2, appointed as a professor of physics in 1906, she was the first woman to teach at the Sorbonne. And for a single point now, the chemical element curium is named after the surname of this scientist and her husband Pierre. Marie Curie, Marie Skuldowska Curie, to give her full name. Lots of interesting information about Marie Curie here. So the demolition of one of their workplaces, although the Pavillon de Suisse remains standing, various other proposals to move it or redevelop the building into a larger cancer research centre are still the subject of ongoing arguments. In an episode of Netflix's The Who Was show, it features sketches based on their life, including multiple film trailers merging Curie's name into films from the Fast and the Furious series. The research into mineral pitch blend, polonium and radium along with uranium, of which pitch blend had already been discovered to be an ore by Martin Klaproth. So a bit of extra information for you there on Marie Curie. Very well done if you got some points out of that. I think most of us, let's drain that puzzle and go on to our second one, and this time we are looking for food. For 5, most recipes for this start with making a détrempe. JR is the first to solve for 5 this game, well played there. For 4, Charles Dickens wrote about this item in his periodical, calling it dainty. And for 3, the finished item often comprises around 25% butter. Matt, Sprat and CJ getting in as well now, well played. For 2, in Flight of the Conchords, the song Feu de Fafa begins with Jermaine attempting to buy one of these items. And for a single point, this French pastry takes its name from its traditional crescent shape. That would be the croissant, the French croissant. A détrempe, which is the initial dough into which further butter is needed later. I often thought it was a bit strange because the finished item often comprises around 25% butter. Butter's rolled in between the layers of pastry, which turns to steam when baking, forming all the layers inside. But I've often thought when you go to Co-op and it says all butter croissant, I simply don't believe it, because an all butter croissant would just be butter, wouldn't it? Because it's all butter. Or duh. You know, you'd think an all-butter croissant is just butter. Maybe. Also, croissant is one of the only foods that tastes significantly better when it's heated up than when it's cold. I find the taste and the texture completely changes when you heat it up. That's my view. Charles Dickens described it as dainty. On a visit to Paris, Dickens praised the dainty croissant on the boudoir table and bemoaned the comparatively dismal monotony of English bread and other breakfast foods. You just can't really compare a croissant to a loaf of bread, can you? It's just on another realm of bakery. Love it. Well done if you got some points out of that. Let's drain that puzzle and go on to our third. We are, hot and soft croissant. That is, really is. Category number 3. We are looking for an action. An action. For 5. Humans do this around 3 times as often as cows. Claire and Silver Electron managing to find 5 points here, well played. For 4, and usually for a fish, the mud skipper is capable of doing this. 5, Nando, CJ, AB, me, jogging on, Fetz Vertigo, all solving now for 4. For 3, in a 2007 episode of Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor warns Sally Sparrow not to perform this eponymous action when weeping angels are nearby. And for 2, cats are known to do this slowly when looking at humans they trust and like. More Doctor Who. I would love to put more Doctor Who in. I didn't write this one, unfortunately. For 1, a temporary closing of the eye to keep it clean and moistened. What are we talking about? Everyone going green there. Yes, we're talking about blinking or blink. Either answer there would have been accepted. Oh, don't start on my titular eponymousness. It's just an autopilot. It's like when people say less when they mean fewer. I can't help myself. Yeah, humans blink around 15 times a minute, whereas cows are only 5 times a minute, apparently. It's why they've all got the flies in front of their eyes, because they've got loads of time just to sit and congregate and have a cup of tea. The mud skipper, a possible sign of the intermediary stages of evolution between the first life in the oceans and the first organisms to live on land, which is why the mud skipper can blink. And yeah, cats are often known to blink at humans that they like, an indication that they feel safe and unthreatened. And so if they sit there, if a cat's going at you, and it likes you generally, well, as much as cats ever do. There's an old adage about dogs have masters and cats have staff, because yeah, a dog is basically a member of the family, and a cat is basically a tiny tiger that lives in your kitchen. Not titular. Another realm of bakery. I quite like that. There's a few raid messages that I've got highlighted now. Sorry if you jumped the gun because I said I was going to restart them. I forgot that I don't need to do that with this anymore. Blinking is the answer. Let's drain that puzzle and go on to our 4th category. Fingers on devices, everybody, because we are looking for a film. For 5. This film's director compared its central character to figures like Rick from Casablanca or Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. For 4, one scene is set in courtroom A113, a number referenced in many films from the same studio. Blue Pie's the first to get there, well played. For 3 points, Angel Falls in Venezuela was the principal inspiration for this film's Paradise Falls. For 2, this film was nominated for both the Best Picture and Best Animated Feature Film Oscars in 2010. And for a single point, animators attached 20,622 balloons to Carl's house in order to lift it in the eponymous direction. Or indeed the titular direction. Up was the answer. I really want to show you what my screen looks like. I don't want to risk breaking anything, but... Oh, actually, no, I can't anymore because it's capturing the window. I'll have to show you later on. Still not titular. Yeah, so the film's director, Pete Docter, he says Carl is this closed-off guy who is shutting the world out and trying to live in denial. He said, but by the end of the movie, he's reached out to all these different characters and become a vital, alive person again. Ever such a sad opening, that film. I don't think I've even seen the whole thing all the way through. I think I saw about the first 40 minutes and then probably nodded off. I was probably tired at the time. A113, of course, is Pixar Studios. It's canonically spoken as A113, which I've just not done. Up, curiously, was also the first film to be nominated for both Best Picture and Best Animated Feature Film, following the footsteps of Beauty and the Beast, which I believe was the first animated feature to be nominated for Best Picture. Up, the first to be nominated for both. Yeah, animators attached 20,622 balloons to Carl's house. This is apparently far too low, and somewhere between 6 and 12 million would actually be required for a house of that size. Stop saying tits. Still not titular. Titular contusion. Titular contusion. Gone titulars up. That's quite funny. Abuser says stop saying tits. I like that one. There's quite a few. I've got quite a few that I'm going to have to choose from a bit later on. Upwards the answer there. Very well played. Let's drain that puzzle. One more puzzle in this round. Another 5 degrees puzzle, and this time we're looking for an animal. For 5. In some classifications, this species is separated into the genera Tamias, Eutamias, and Neotamias. Tricky one with words for me to start with there. For 4, in 2021, several sites around Lake Tahoe were closed to the public after the US Forest Service discovered bubonic plague amongst these animals. For 3, although a species of squirrel, they can be distinguished by their striped fur. There's a couple of players managing to find the answer now. For 2 points, the rapper-born Jamal Fife adopted this as his original stage name on account of being short and chubby with big teeth. If you've got it already, for 1 point, you'll get it now. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore are 3 animated examples of this rodent. We're the chipmunks, coming back stronger than ever before. We're the chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, Theodore, do. I used to love Alvin and the Chipmunks when I was a kid. Loved it. Game like control with throwing you into editors. What do? Tadari, just try refreshing it. Sometimes it does that because it's in WebGL, which basically means you have to convert C# into JavaScript, and JavaScript is flaky. Try a refresh, Tadari, yeah, but then come back in on the next round. It's not really a game you want on your phone because it's a type. You can play it on your phone if you like, but yeah, just give it a refresh. Oh, if you tried it 3 times already, ooh, that is weird. Yeah, try converting C# into JavaScript next time, Tadari. God. Anyway, Timaeus, Eutamius, and Neotamius. Other classifications use Tamius for all chipmunks. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, bubonic plague found around Lake Tahoe. It was 2021, so of course someone said the chipmunks should just stay home and wear a mask. Very good. Yeah, Jamal Fife, he shortened it to Chip. Was Chipmunk shortened to Chip in 2021 on advice from T1 to help his career in the USA. I cast titular torsion. Indeed. And stop saying chips. I will not. Right, that is the end of the round. So let's drain that puzzle and let's check out the scores at the end of round 1. 25 points were up for grabs right there. And we've got there's a deja vu here. Clive and Toot tied at the top with 14 each, with Ralph right behind. Tied with Silver Electron, both of them on 13. Claire, JR, Samson, Stilgar, they've all got 12. Quite a few people on 11s, 10s, 9s as well. So still not a huge amount in it. Much to play for as we go on to round number 2. Round 2 is the content filter. It's very similar to round 1 in many ways, but in this round you'll be presented with a category and 5 shorter clues, all of which will be contained within or connected to the answer. Contained within or connected to the answer. Sometimes the category even tells you specifically what they're contained within or pertaining to. Sometimes it's a bit more abstract. But you get shorter clues this time, and as before, the faster you solve it, the more points you win. Happy days. So, oh yes, lovely stuff. So I get the hold of the puzzle now, debugging before it. So I'm gonna read to see if there's any words that might catch me out. Yeah, there might be 1 or 2 here. Okay, content filter. Puzzle number 1. We are looking for a location by things that happened there. For 5 points, Amanita Kaplan and Nomi Marks were married. For 4, Anouk Garnier broke the world rope climbing record. And for 3, Franz Reichelt unsuccessfully attempted to demonstrate a wearable parachute. Clive is the first in, followed by Manic and then Matt. Quite a few getting it now. For 2, Leon Collot tried to fly a plane underneath the first floor arch, but crashed.
What a shame.
What a shame. And for a single point, Celine Dion sang from the first floor at the start of the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. Where are we talking about? It is, of course, La Tour Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower. Yes, Amanita Kaplan and Nomi Marks were married in 2018, series finale of the science fiction show Sense8, which I must confess I haven't seen. Anouk Garnier broke the world rope climbing record. She's a sports coach. She's a sports coach. She did this in April 2024 as an ambassador of the 2024 Olympics volunteer program. Franz Reichelt unsuccessfully tried to demonstrate a wearable parachute. He died, unsurprisingly, trying to do this in 1912. Leon Collot tried to fly a plane underneath the first floor arch but crashed, and he also died, this time in 1926. Celine Dion sang from the first floor at the start of the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris but did not die. Shapes has just written here, 10 out of 10, no notes. Eiffel Tower, very clever, very clever. Well done if you got some points out of that for La Tour Eiffel or any variations there on. Let's drain that puzzle. And we'll go on to puzzle number 2 in the content filter. We are looking for a city by tourist attractions. For 5, Royal Arena. Well done, AV me. And for 4, the 6 Forgotten Giants. For 3, Noma Restaurant. A few more getting it now. For 2, Tivoli Gardens Amusement Park. And for a single point, Design Museum Denmark. few Amsterdams coming in here and other Fennoscandian cities. It's Copenhagen is what we wanted there. Copenhagen, Denmark. Yes, Royal Arena. Apparently shapes might be there for something soon. More on that story later. The 6 forgotten giants, the 6 sculptures of giants in the western municipalities of Copenhagen, made from recycled scrap wood and linked by a cycle route. The Noma restaurant is ranked the best restaurant in the world by Restaurant Magazine on 5 occasions, or it was ranked the best restaurant in the world on 5 occasions. Le Splat, indeed, Le Splat. Well done. If you've got Copenhagen, let's drain that puzzle. Move on to the third. Now this one, this has got some characters that have unfortunately not been able to get through the font family. The glyphs were not included either in EXO, which is what's used on the broadcast graphics and on your devices, nor on Metropolis, which is what's used on mine. So if we see squares in this, I will also see squares at my end. There's some very nice characters, but yeah, sort of emoji clues, but they're all squares. Shapes has very kindly, though, provided the phonetic translations of them. So we don't get the pretty characters, but you will get some squares, but you will also get the phonetic translation of them, if that makes sense. Okay. And that's very important to know because category number 3 is an object by names in other languages. For 5, Ji in Mandarin. Red excluded, yeah. For 4, Hatia, Bulgarian. Oh, very well done, TVP. First one to solve it. For 3, Kani in Japanese. Kursu can there now as well. And Matt. And for 2, Papal in Spanish. And another raid, bloody hell. Lasherus, welcome to the stream. Just in time for some data leak. And for a single point out, Papier, French. Just getting it from that final clue. They are all words for paper. Lasherus. Thank you for the raid. Kebab thief. No thievery of kebabs round here. Welcome, all of you. Thank you for that raid, Lasherus. Hope you're keeping well. Let's give you a shout out. Lasherus. What have you been up to? What stream stuff has been happening? Hope you're keeping well. You're just in time for some data leak, so if you want to come and play in some quiz, go grab the Universal Controller. Neon White, never played before, but so far so fun. That's all we can ask for. Well, lovely to have you here. Thank you very much for that raid. I am Royal Flush. We are playing Game Night, which is interactive quizzes that you can take part in, all my own formats and all trivia powered by the wonderful people in the Game Night community. This pack we're playing has been written by We Like Shapes, and the game is Data Leak, which is the faster you can solve the puzzle, the more points you get. You're very welcome to come and play. Grab yourself the Universal Controller and come have a game. Come have some quiz. It'd be great fun. Thank you for that raid, though, and welcome on in. So yeah, object by names in other languages. We're after paper. So Ji in Mandarin. I'm assured that the Bulgarian word is pronounced like hatie. Kami is from the word origami, from where we get that famous folding paper thing. So yes, very well done. If you got some points out of that, let's drain that puzzle and go on to another one. Here's a classic content filter style question. To admit, I'm running absolutely... No, that's fine if you need to raid and run. No drama at all. I know what it's like coming off the stream, Lasherus. No problem at all. Thank you for the raid, and look forward to seeing you again in the future. Enjoy the rest of your evening/afternoon/night/time zone. Puzzle number 4 is a classic data leak question here. We are looking for an album from its tracks. For 5, The Beast. And for 4, Don't Call Tonight. And for 3, Die With a Smile. And for 2, Disease. Could have a true data leak sausage question here. Oh, Matt's got there. And for 1, Abracadabra. Mayhem was the answer to that one. Who's that? But I don't actually know. I have to go and refer to my notes. I've got The Beast. Not much to add here other than it's a very good record. Don't Call Tonight. It's by Lady Gaga, which is probably worth me mentioning. Yeah, all by Lady Gaga, which I didn't know. Is it the new Lady Gaga one? Are we not very up on modern music? Matt the Sprout, you're the one who knew that there. You a bit more up on the Lady Gaga, but no clue on the album. It's this year's one, Mayhem by Lady Gaga. Nothing more. I still like the sort of late noughties Lady Gaga, like The Edge and Paparazzi and stuff. Yeah, I was thinking of abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab you, Lady Gaga, indeed. Yeah, because that's by. Is that Steve Miller Band? Oh, we're running. Hello, welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. Got banger galores. I'll have to check it out. I'll check out Mayhem by Lady Gaga. Let's move on from that puzzle rapidly. A bit of a tricky one for a lot of us here. One more puzzle in this content filter round. Final one here. We are looking for a sport by terminology. Here's your first. For 5, boast. And for 4, hot ball. There's some souls. Flyboy and JR getting it. And Nando as well. For 3, the tin. And for 2 now, kill shot. For a single point, front wall and side wall. Souls coming in at the end there. Yeah, that's squash. Slightly trickier puzzle there. I played squash recently with some colleagues when I was over in Caerphilly. I found I really enjoyed it. I want to play more. But at the moment, I'm running 3 times a week. I'm feeling really good. I did a 5K after work that I think I mentioned earlier on. 8 minutes 15 a mile pace. It was only just under 3 miles. It wasn't quite 5K. It was just under 3 miles. But I felt great afterwards. I felt I could probably keep going a bit more, which is probably a good sign. Yeah, I'm doing a different park run on Saturday because I'm obviously going to be in Burton in Staffordshire, so going to try a different park run out. Anyway, yeah, a boast is a shot that hits the side wall before hitting the front wall. A hot ball is once the ball has become warmer as play progresses, it becomes bouncier. The tin is a part of the front wall no more than 43 centimeters above the ground, which is, yeah, you got that sort of bit that sticks out. You've got to hit above that. Shots must hit the front wall above this line. A kill shot is a shot low and hard. A shot hit low and hard, aimed at bouncing twice before the opponent can reach it. The front wall and the side wall. Shots must hit the front wall. They can also hit the side walls before or after doing so. It's really good fun. Do you play Shapes? Do you play much squash? Because it's very good knowledge of it. Good research if you don't, but this feels like written by someone who plays. I haven't for a long time. You could probably still beat me, but then again, I have only played once. That is the end of Puzzle 5 and the end of round number 2. So let's drain out and check out the scores. Well, Toot is in the lead with 21, but only by a single point. We've got Clive, Matt, and Ralph, all just a single point behind on 20. Ben and Claire and Nando all on 19. AB me 18, and then quite a few 17s and 16s as well over on the left-hand side. So much to play for. We've got 3 rounds to go, and I think we should move on to round number 3. Any other name, and in this round you will be presented with 5 clues, no categories this time, for reasons that will become abundantly clear. Well, basically because all of the clues in this round will be different descriptions of the same word or phrase. So you can't have a category, because if we have the word set, for example, which is always my go-to example, used to be the most defined word in the dictionary. I don't believe it is anymore, but someone cleverer than me will tell me what is in the chat in just a moment. But yes, you can't have a category for set because you'll be getting lots of different things. So category, if you want one, is going to be word. And as before, the faster you solve it, the more points you win. So, no categories, but just 5 clues. What are we talking about? Hopefully it becomes a little more obvious as the game progresses. Let's start with this one in any other name. For 5. Comes after disco in the name of a genre of Central European pop music, homaged in a 2025 single by Bezier Bulat. TVP getting that in under 5 seconds, so 5 points. Very well played. For 4 points, a model of car first produced in 1975 in Wolfsburg, Germany. For 3, a casual shirt with short sleeves, a collar, and buttons at the neck. For 2 points, a brand of ring-shaped mints. And for a single point, a team sport in which riders on horseback use mallets to hit a ball into their opponent's goal. That would be polo. What's going on? I said I only know a fraction of these. Yeah, the standard's quite high, Lasherus. We have some semi-professional quizzes in this room, but hopefully we have a mixture of packs. Some swing a little easier, some swing a little harder, but it's all in the spirit of good fun. Disco polo is the most popular music genre. Ah, right. I saw a TVP. You were all over that. I think it's just checking back on my log. I think it was under 5 seconds it took you to get polo there. Yeah, clue for 5, 4.25 seconds. For what it's worth, the next fastest answer was Samster, who was wrong 0.7 seconds later. So, yeah, top work there, TVP. Good effort. Disco polo, incidentally, I've got some notes on this. It originated in 1980s Poland. The name is Italian for Polish disco. There we go. It's all coming out now. A sort of combination of party music and folk music, much derided by critics but hugely popular. Basia, apparently it's pronounced Bashia, or Basha, along the lines of Russia. Bulat's song harks back to her childhood with a classical guitarist mother and her father, a fan of disco polo. Exactly that, Lasherus. Yeah. Each of the rounds is a variation on that theme. The more clues you need, the fewer points you get. But yes, in this particular round, all of the clues are describing the same word with different definitions. Ash the Bashir, indeed so. Very well done if you got that. Very minty, very demure indeed. Let's drain that puzzle. And we'll go on to our next one. Again, no category here. And this is the first question, and possibly the only question in the whole pack where there are no notes at all. But so see what you make of this. Puzzle number 2, in any other name. For 5. The Manchester band whose albums began with Live at the Witch Trials, 1979, and ended with New Facts Emerge, 2017. No longer the left-hand samples to get there quicker. For 4, a 2022 American film mostly set at the top of a 2,000-foot radio tower. I saw that one. I think it was good. For 3, to be overthrown. For 2, the American name for autumn. A lot of 2 points coming in here. Gonna throttle my logger. For 1, to trip or collapse, often from a height. There we go. It's a nice sea of green. That's what we like to see. Fall or the fall. Good, clean and power. Ding, ding, ding. It is very much that. I think I saw The Fall. 2022 American film, mostly set at the top of 2,000-foot radio towers. There's two women, and one of them's like just broken up with someone, and then they climb up. I seem to recall it was quite good, if it's the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, The Fall or Fall. It is that one. Yeah, I enjoyed that film. Throttle my logger. I like that. I've got so many radar. I'm gonna have to start being a bit more. I've only low lighted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I've low lighted like quite a few actually. So check the filter. Good lord, I've low lighted a lot. Bloody hell, how many rain messages have I had? I thought I'd only low lighted about 7. But no, lots, and I've still got lots highlighted as well. But it's very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, The Fall is what we wanted. Let's drain that puzzle. And on to our 3rd in any other name. What are we talking about? For 5. An antagonist in the Capcom game Mega Man X4. For a type of acrostic poem in which the first and last letters of each line form words. Well done, Clive. Well done, a room. For 3, a snooker shot where the object ball hits a cushion before going into a pocket. And for 2, 3 of these appear daily on Jeopardy in the US. Or 4 in the UK. For a single point to multiply by 2. That would be a double, of course, it's not a shapes pack unless we have either a tennis or a snooker or both references. We had squash, which is nearly tennis, isn't it? And now we've had the snooker one as well. Yeah, the equivalent in the US is a bank shot. For a double there, but you get 3 daily doubles on Jeopardy in the US. You get 4 in the UK because you get 2 singles, 2 single Jeopardy boards and 2 double Jeopardy boards. So yeah, very exciting. Oh, excuse me, having a bit of a fun fact. I programmed the UK Jeopardy broadly. Certainly the logical side of it, a bit of the graphics. There's a fun fact for you. So if you ever see Jeopardy on the telly in the UK, I wrote the software for that. Anyway, moving on, let's drain that puzzle. We have squash, which is nearly just so many people. Oh,
shame.
I'm covered in shame. Did it get cancelled? Oh, did it actually get cancelled? Has it been been officially cancelled? It will be. So what you say is it hasn't been cancelled yet. Silver Electron, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I thought the second series was still broadcasting. It's in Jeopardy. Very good. Right, let's move on. Let's move on from this. Well, if you ever see any reruns on Dave. Right, I'm moving on because you're being mean now. Puzzle number 4 in any other name. Take a look at this. For 5. In paintballing, to hit a player with a line of paintballs. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. 4. Acronymic name for a device deployed by Apollo 17 to study the makeup of the moon's atmosphere. For 3. Delicate textile with varieties including Chantilly and Alençon, or Chantilly. For 2. To secretly add a small amount of one substance, often alcohol, to another. For a single point, a piece of cord used to fasten a shoe. Actually, Prudes, I think the first time we met in person was when I was in Salford for the first series of Jeopardy. So it's a good thing you liked it. Otherwise, had I not done it, we would never have met. Well, we probably would on subsequent shows, but yeah, there we go. But that's fun. Acronymic and palindromic. Bad luck then, Manic. Yes, we're looking for LACE there. The acronymic name for a device deployed by Apollo 17 was the Lunar Atmospheric Composition Experiment, LACE. But yes, acronymic when the first letter of each word makes up a new word. Not to be confused with initialism, which is something like RSPCA, where the letters don't make a word, they just make a collection of letters that are referred to by, like that, RSPCA or NSPCC. But things like LACE or laser, scuba, possibly, are acronyms. And ones where the thing has been like ACHU syndrome, where it's been retroactively applied, that's called a backronym. Was that the first time we met? What was that? Yeah, we had a couple of scissors. I thought we met before. I'm sure we met when I was up for Jeopardy. That was 2023. Sizzles were last year. Sizzles were 2024. Anyway. And then 2025 was the show I can't talk about yet because it hasn't broadcast yet. But yeah, that was very, very exciting. Looking forward to it. When it gets, I think it has been announced. But when we get a broadcast date, I'll let you know because I'll want to be in a watch and all for that because that was great fun. Lace was the answer. Let's drain that puzzle. And I'll say hello to Lingomaniac. Welcome to the streamer, dude. Hope you're keeping well. If you want to come play some Data Leak, you can get the Universal Controller. Room code's HTQJ, as it says right there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. One more puzzle in any other name. Let's see what we make of this. For 5. Likewise, Proofs, likewise. For 5, Zoe Blank, central character in Nickelodeon's Zoe 101. For 4, Blank Holt, mini-golfing YouTuber from 1993. And for 3, Eric Black, alter ego of Blade in the Marvel Universe. Blank Kepka, professional golfer born in 1990. Thank you for the pronunciation guide, Shapes. And for 1, Mel Blanc, actor, comedian, Hollywood legend, born 1926. Brooks. is what we were after. Brooks, yes. Zoe Brooks in Zoe 101 ran from 2005 to 2008 with a follow-up film, Zoe 102, on Paramount Plus in 2023. In both, she's played by Jamie Lynn, sister of Britney Spears. Brooks Holt was the mini-golfing YouTuber. Brooks Koepka is the professional golfer. 2 golf clues in the same question. But yes, Koepka is apparently how you pronounce that surname. And Brooks is what we wanted, so let's drain that puzzle and take a look at the scores. My Toot is in the lead still with 37. Clive in second with 34. Ralph in third with 33. He's still looking for that hat trick. He's got a bit of work to do to catch up to the top. Only 2 rounds left to get more points. Matt doing very well here with 32. Ben and Nando both on 31. Arun and Claire on 30. And a lot of players in the 20s. And probably a lot of players in their 20s as well. The things I do with words. Let's go on. Round 4. This is the clue chain. This is the round where your spelling counts. I think I said round 3 before. I probably meant round 4. In this round, you'll be presented with a category and a single word or phrase that will gradually have more letters added to it. As before, the faster you solve it, the more points you win. Spelling must be exact in this round. It's been 5 years. Well, yeah, we are all old. We're all old. But new people join who are maybe younger, possibly. Like with Hacker, yes, like with Hacker, your spelling must be exact, and The Abyss, for that matter. So yes, exact spelling required. It's a bit like Hangman or Wheel of Fortune. It's very similar to the opening round of Hacker, actually, this round. So the clues might be a little longer. I just don't, but I am old. Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you for that follow as well, Lazarus. Welcome. Lovely to have you with us. Oh, excuse me. Right, if you're ready, I will clear those instructions, and lovely puzzle. Very lovely puzzle here to start us off. We are looking for, in our first clue chain, proverb for 5. Well done, Manny Volcanic. Not much to go off there, and you've cracked it. A couple of players coming in for 4, just as it turns over. For 3. I need to ask you a question at the end of this, by the way, gang. Oh, not by, Sam. As is now apparent. For 2. That's the one. Well done, you got there. And for 1. I've never heard of that one. Measure twice, cut once. So it was used in Rick and Morty, so it's in at least some popular zeitgeist. Although I had heard it before that. Yeah, measure twice, cut once, aka prepare carefully before starting a task. Well, because you measure it twice, even if it is the same both times. Once you've cut it, you've cut it. You can't take that back. One of my recently retired manager's 3 idioms for the office. The others were fly the plane, do the thing in Boomer, and don't be a dick. Probably not suitable for data leak, although I said it now. In Russia, the equivalent proverb advises to measure 7 times. Very thorough in Russian proverbs. Buy once, cry once, yeah. What I was going to ask you, in this round, because I didn't check this yesterday, does it only show you the most recent clue, or does it show you all of the clues? I have a feeling it only shows you the most recent, which is what I think it should do. Stuck on the word measles. Measles twice, cut once. It's just the most recent. Good, thank you. Yeah, because I know in all the other rounds it shows you all the clues and they gradually unblank and it looks quite elegant. Do you want to know how the way that works? If anyone's interested, because in the other rounds it looks like you've got a big empty space at the bottom and then the next clue fills in. The way that works is that the payload that's, I don't know if I should tell you, if any bad actors who want to try and hack it. Should I tell you? No one's going to try and hack it. I mean, the amount of time you've got is probably not worth it. No, I'm not going to tell you, but from that you might be able to work it out. We'll come back to that later. Let's train that puzzle and move on. That would make a person a hacker. Would indeed. I really like this puzzle. I really like this one a lot, and I'll let him explain more about it at the end of it. But puzzle number 2 in the clue chain is coming soon from the Kitchen of Shapes. Yeah, I felt all the letters were overloading. Yeah. Yes. And I think it uses a monospace font. I had to introduce a new font into the controller for this, so it monospaces it for you. which it's not on the broadcast, funnily enough. But on your devices, it is. For 3, no one even having a go yet. Oh, there's a JR having an attempt. Right area. For 2. And for 1. Wrong window, Bruce. Whoopsie poopsie. It's not pork and parsley pies anyway. Not far off. Pork and parsnip pies. To hire you a personal chef. This is part of Shapes' ongoing project to do the whole of that book in order after Gruffalo gave it to me on my 30th birthday, which was some time back. Thank you very much, Lasher. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the raid. And you're very welcome for the laughs. So those are extra. Come for the quiz, stay for the laughs. That's what I say. Have a good evening. Good to see you. Take care. Yeah, pork and parsnip pies. They sound delicious. Are they alphabetic dishes? And are you going to tell us more about the Shapes? Because part of this plan, Gruffalo gave you a book. Thought the pies were pink for a sec. Shapes will tell us more about his pork and parsnip pies in the chat. For now, we're going to drain that puzzle. And this one. I'm interested to see if when anyone gets it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, probably parsnip brings some sweet. I do like a parsnip. Anyway, clue chain number 3. We're looking for an underappreciated 2020s film for 5. Dan Ledford, short and sweet. Nice. Pork and parsnip pies don't sound short and sweet, especially if you're making the pie pastry from scratch. I had a pie for dinner tonight, by the way. It was very delicious. For 4. And for 3. Well done, Sam. First player to attempt, first one to get it right. Not quite Claire. For 2 now. This is one I thought a couple of people might get it. And for 1. So is anyone going to guess that last word? Oh, he's been a little kind to you to let you have a free one at the end there. Hundreds of Beavers is the underappreciated 2020s film. Recommend. You may curse me after. Is it really good? Hundreds. Strangest movie I've ever seen. It's a silent comedy about a cider maker who becomes a trapper when beavers destroy all his barrels. The beavers are all played by people in human-sized beaver costumes. 22 of the 27 named actors are credited as mascot. Because of course they are. It's very silly. Topper, damn. Oh no, that's a honk. Should probably go for that one. Yeah, hundreds of beavers. I haven't seen it, but you've piqued my interest, so I may go and investigate that. Let's drain that puzzle, and we'll go on to another clue chain. 5 clues coming up, and I'm glad when I ran this last night for the 5th clue, it actually gave you all the letters. So I'm glad it hasn't done that for this one. Let's see what you make of this one. Puzzle number 4, a national football team and their nickname for 5. Just out of time for the 5 on that one, but managed to get on the 4. Well played. The 3. And for 2. And for 1. Couple of people getting pretty close. You've got to watch your spelling, I think. It's Australia and the Socceroos. Socceroos. Australia and the Socceroos. 14 countries, including Lithuania and Tonga, simply use the nickname the national team. How unimaginative. Many others just use the colours of the national flag, which didn't have much mileage in this puzzle, unfortunately. But yeah, Australia and the Socceroos. That's quite a nice name. And very well done, Claire, getting it off. Just missing out on the 5 points there. Let's train that puzzle. We've got one more. One more clue chain for you this evening. And always love to see when something like this comes up. We're looking for a Shakespearean quote for 5. I support the national team. Ralph again, just missing out on the 5-pointer there, but very well done. Determined to get to the top, isn't he? The 3 now. And for 2. I've just read your note, James. And for 1. By the pricking of my thumbs from Act 4, Scene 1 of the Scottish play, when one of the witches senses the imminent arrival of the lead from the Scottish play. I'm deliberately doing that, Shays, because of what you've put. No, for Act 4, Scene 1 of Macbeth, when one of the witches senses the imminent arrival of Macbeth. So apparently, you're not supposed to say the name of the play. You're supposed to refer to the Scottish play, the lead in the Scottish play, and Lady N, if you need to refer to either of the 2 lead characters or the title. But then Shapes has just put in his notes, Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. What's the PCB sod at that point? Wouldn't that be the thing? By the pricking of my thumbs, I bite my thumb at this question. That's Romeo and Juliet to Diary. I bite my thumb at these, I bite my thumb. Romeo and Juliet. It's only in theatres you can say... Oh, only in the theatre you can't say... Ah, that's fine. Parts of saying Macbeth. Polonius got in the... Yeah, Polonius is Hamlet. We're all getting all our Shakespeare's mixed up. Shame. Shame. Shame, indeed. Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Right, that's the end of puzzle 4. It's the end of round number 5. So let's... no, it's not. It's the end of puzzle number 5 and the end of round number 4. Let's drain the puzzle. And, my goodness, my gracious, my goodness... My gracious, Toot is in the lead with a nice round at 50 points. Ralph has climbed up to 2nd. He's taken a gold in Red Herrings. He won Hacker. Can he take now a gold in Data Leak as well? He's 3 points behind Toot. Clive is only a point behind Ralph on 46. Oh, excuse me, currently in the bronze spot. Matt on 44, Claire on 42. Sam on 41, Arun and Ben on 39. Still much to play for. I mean, there's 25 points up for grabs, so technically anyone on the left-hand side can theoretically still win if they get 5 out of 5 on the last 5 questions, and no one above ampersamples gets any of them right at all. Theoretically, ampersamples, you can still tie for the gold, in theory. There's a very strange world, I think, in which you get 25 points in this round and everyone above you gets 0, but... not technically impossible. I'm just going to take a minute, because otherwise I'm going to start hiccuping because I'm getting excited. Just give me a second to compose myself. Calm myself down. Everyone else just go to bed. Indeed. Matt saying no, Matt really wants a medal. He's in medal contention spot. Well, there is one more round, and in this round, it's all a blur. Because in this round, you will be presented with a category and a blurred picture, which will gradually come into sharp focus. The faster you solve it, the more points you win. At the 2-point mark, you will get a cryptic clue on your devices, but for the most part, you will need to look at the broadcast here because the picture will not show on your devices. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I theoretically could turn 64-bit encoded string textures over the internet, but that's probably not a good idea, considering how big these are. I mean, in theory, it would be possible, but in order to do this, I would need to upload all of the pictures to some remote server, and then I'd need to get you guys to webhook into them with the pay. It would just be enough, and I'd also need to incorporate all of the pixelation algorithm and technology and shader into the app. It would be a monumentally complicated task for relatively little gain. So unfortunately, if you've got a bit of latency, you're just going to have to come to peace with that. That's all we can do about it for this round. So yes, it is. There's Mr. Chips. What's he up to? So it's pretty close at the finish here. So let's see what you can do with this. For the second time this game, category is an animal for 5. See what you see now. See what you see. 2 points. Wise players will be able to identify this bird of prey. Come on now, don't make the sea green. For one. What is it? Maybe we've lost Nando.
What a shame.
What a shame denying us the sea green there. Did he go to bed? Okay, fair enough. That's an owl. It's a wall. Yes, it is. It's a short-eared wall, specifically. But what a handsome fella he is. Dexter would be like, I would eat him. He's gone to bed. Fair enough. Well, he still gets 37 points at the end of the game. He's a very handsome owl, isn't he? I just want to take a minute just to enjoy how I probably would eat him too. Roast him on a spit like a hog roast, a wall roast indeed. I like owls. They're very cute. I'm not going to dwell on it too much though, because I know my ex-wife also liked owls and had a lot of them, pictures and paintings and stuff. I don't get as many owls in my life anymore these days.
What a shame.
So I'm just enjoying this owl here. Right, let's drain the owl. Bye-bye, Mr. Wall. Eat the fucking owl bed. What gulp. Don't take a minute to... yes, it's late. It doesn't feel that late, I have to say, because I'm sort of getting into my adrenaline flow of streaming. But of course, I started an hour and a half late tonight, so yeah, we'll keep it rolling. We'll move on. Puzzle number 2. It's all a blur, and we're looking for a sport for 5. Don't misread it, this water-based sport isn't about fighting. I can tell that the operator's starting to go ever so slightly out of sync. It might be the mesh is getting to me. Is Ash still here? For what now? Ash, are you still here? It's rowing rather than rowing, if you get what I mean. Rowing and rowing. I've also got here, like, photo is a bit rectangular but can be cropped to make a square. Topper, done. So there's a proof note from Topper that I've accidentally brought into the host notes. So Topper, thank you for cropping that picture and indeed for proofing this pack. If Ash isn't here, I'm wondering if, because I've got on my to-do list to add a clear mesh button. I'm wondering if the size of either the logger mesh or the... Oh, hello, Ash. Do you know, because obviously I've got 2 meshes on my operator, one for the Twitch chat on the right, which has been there since I loaded the operator up at 9:30, and the one on the left for the logger, which is obviously logging every answer that comes in. Do you know if having meshes with that much text in them, they're obviously in a scroll rect, is that going to slow down the game, or is it just the number of payloads that's coming in? Do you know? Because... Oh, yeah, sorry, Cola. Ash, have a think about that. Yeah, I'll keep forgetting it's late, sorry. Because if it's just a matter of clearing the mesh, then that's fine. Let's drain that puzzle. Let's take a look at the scores. Two is sorry, I appreciate your patience. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for indulging me. Toot is 2 points clear of Ralph, who's 1 point clear of Clive, who's 1 point clear of Matt. Still much to play for. As we go to puzzle number 3, we're looking for an historical figure. For 5. Sorry, yes, you've regenerated, I noticed, Cola. For 4 now. You've generated into Pope Colo the Leo the 14th. Well done, Matt the Sprat. For 3 now. And for 2. From the streets of Moscow to the stars, this K9 cosmonaut led where humankind followed. And for 1. That is it Leica? Unsure of the pronunciation. They are long text photo read with the entire mesh data for it to fit for what would potentially take a bit of time to do several small text. Aha, that could be a solution. Thank you, Ash. I'm also going to look into putting in a clear button. I suspected that's what it was rather than the too many payloads because it gets worse as it goes on. Laika, the first dog into space. Like Balalaika, okay, Laika. So, very well done. Most of us getting some points there. Let's drain that puzzle. We've got 2 to go, and there's a point in it. Ralph is a point behind 2. 10 points still available. It's still pretty open from Ben upwards. Can technically still get a gold. Let's go on to puzzle number 4. We are looking for an art form. For 5. And for 4. And for 3. And for 2. This historic Japanese art form turns 2D to 3D with just a few creases. For a single point now. Everyone's there who's still here. Well played. 2 and Ralph both getting 4. There's still a point in it at the top. It's origami. I think it's the second time that's shown up in this quiz as well. So origami, very well done if you got that. Also accepted paper folding, paper boats, origami boat, origami boat folding, and a few other variations there as well. Right, I'm not going to witter on. Let's just drain that puzzle. Whew, 5 points up for grabs. Matt could still take this gold, but at the moment, Toots in gold spot, Ralph a point behind, and Clive up 2 points behind that. We have got one final picture puzzle for you. Very best of luck just before midnight this Thursday evening. Good luck. Our final puzzle, we are looking for a room. For 5. Maybe me hit 5. As does Fetz. For 4 now. Toots got there and confirms his gold. Well played. Ralph also getting the 4 just behind. Bad luck. For 3 now. Matt's on for the bronze at the moment unless Clive can solve. For 2, sweating in a wooden box isn't just beneficial for health and relaxation. Some people apparently enjoy it. And for 1. Clive! Oh no! The browser! Clive! Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you get that on 4 or would you have got it on 3? Maybe it did a midnight reset? I don't know. Well, it's not midnight where Clive is. And I doubt it's midnight. Well, it's in midnight. I don't know where the app is hosted. Anyway, oh, Clive, I'm so sorry. But Matt is going to be over the moon because as we reset and drain that puzzle, we can see Matt moves into 3rd place. And with a total of 64, takes the bronze medal. Ralph can't quite do the hat trick tonight. Denied the gold medal in Data League by a single point. But still a valiant attempt, finishing on 66 and taking the silver medal. But the winner by just 1 point, finishing on 67. Your gold medalist in Data League tonight, it's Toots. Oh, well, what a lot of fun that was. And thank you very much to We Like Shapes for a wonderful pack and a very dense pack in terms of the amount of notes that were in there. A lot of notes. I love doing Shapes packs because I got all the notes, and I'm really pleased to report that the app worked without a hitch, apart from a slight bit of lag at the end, but probably because the logger mesh and probably the chat mesh as well are getting insanely long at this point. So I will look into either doing multiple components or maybe just introducing a clear button or automatically clearing down when it reaches a certain point. because it still persisted. So I'm not likely to look all the way back to the top of the log. But yeah, I know some people probably need to go at this stage because it is very, very late. It is gone midnight, and it is a school night. So yeah, if you've got to dash right now, then no drama. I'm going to do the end of stream close down. We might get to Ray Flage before he finishes, because he normally finishes around midnight. He's got a run going at the moment, so we'll see what happens. But thank you again to Shapes for that pack. Thank you very much to Topper for proofing it as well, and to all of you for playing. I hope you had fun with Data League. I'll see you after the credits for the end of stream pack down, and congratulations to Toot, our Data League champion. Well, what a lot of fun has been had tonight. Late night game night. I'm not going to make it a regular thing before anyone says, is this going to be the thing that always happens now? Because it is very late. It's a school night for me as well. But late night and late Matt, yeah. Well, late Matt, but you got the bronze. You made up for it, Matt, didn't you? So very well played indeed. I can now kill the current game, can't I? Kill current game, confirm. And it closes. Yay. Technology when it works is great. Would you like one final early morning bonus? Of course you would. Grab an early morning bonus. For 42 pennies. Lovely stuff. Now, there's not much else for me to do except to pick a... yes, all of the... as all of the messages start to update, it starts to slow the app down again. Yes, just a reminder, I'm not here on Saturday. I'm off gallivanting up in the frozen north of the country, or certainly the Midlands at least, for my brother's baby shower. But I will be back next Thursday with Crossfire and others that I've now forgotten. What did I say I had next week? Crossfire, Risky Business, and Danger Zone by Stimpson's Angle, Quizzle, and Fluffy Bunny, respectively. So lots to look forward to next week. Of course, you've got Ash with Duel in the interim on both tomorrow and next Wednesday as well. So make sure you go and give him a follow as well. All that's left for me to do is to pick a rate message, and we've got a few good ones to choose from. So yeah, if you want to stick around to see if your raid message was the one we went for, I'm gonna give some bonus ones. I'm gonna give some consolation pennies for Ginger Asia. That was pretty good from AB Me. A Ben arrives precisely when he means to. Yeah, I like that one from Arden Fets. Uncle Ben, not the rice. Another realm of bakery. Titular contusion, gone titulars up. Stop saying tits. I quite like that. Prue's can have some consolation pennies. Eiffel Tower, very clever, and Throttle My Logger is quite funny as well. I'm going to give Curse 2 some bonus pennies. But our raid message is going to go to the birthday boy tonight. It's Lewis T1. Our raid message is going to be, the answer has been skeleton for some time now. So that's our raid message, and we are going to, is he still going? Yeah, let's go Ray Flage and Lounge, as we often do on a Thursday. Probably won't be live for long, but we'll go to see Flage and we'll say, the answer has been skeleton for some time now. Happy birthday again to Lewis. Well, for yesterday now, I guess. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I will be back next Thursday for even more game night fun. Thank you again for your patience. Sorry I was a bit late tonight. Sometimes work is going to do work things, but I hope you had fun when it finally arrived. Get some good sleep now, and I look forward to seeing you all next Thursday for even more of game night season whatever it is we're on now, 18. God, I can't even remember now. Until then, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe as always. And until next time, you've been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush. Take care, peace out, and good night. You know, just